Right, let's go. As we just come from Walker's, had a nice bacon and mushroom sandwich and a cup of coffee.
Certainly did. So this is mid-December, well, about 2 weeks away from Christmas at the minute, and the weather's been so bad over the last 3 or 4 weeks. It's either rained torrentially or it's been too frosty. So today we're at a nice sort of 10-11 degrees, so we thought we'd take advantage. Roads are a little wet, but we don't like it.
Well, it's been horrendous not being able to get out. We were gagging to get back on the bikes again, but here we are. Nice little ride out to Mildenhall, and we're on our cross-country route across to Clare and then back to Braintree. Roads are very wet today, big puddles, but sun's out, like you say, 10-11 degrees, it's just nice riding.
It's rather pleasant, it's quite tasty. I won't lie, I've got heated grips and heated gloves on, and I've got my heated body warmer on.
I won't disagree, I have the same.
This might be a great time to do some chat on why we decided to trade in our two perfectly good classic or modern classic Triumphs. We had parts on the T120, I was on the Speedmaster. But after we did a tour in June, which we did actually video, but because it was our first foray out into the world of YouTube, it wasn't so good. There was lots of mistakes. Maybe I'll do a montage one day.
Yeah, there was also all that learning of using the equipment. It's the first time. Camera set up, making sure you download everything when in the evening at the pub or the hotel, wherever we were, and battery life was poor. We bought some new equipment now, so that's certainly helped. But yeah, it's a massive learning curve for both of us. Even simple things like mic positions and trying to understand whether that works or doesn't. So
absolutely, certainly. But yeah, the reason we decided to sort of swap our bikes to Tiger 900s was that trip did about 1,000 miles, and although it was absolutely fine on those bikes, you do tend to find where they are limited. So in terms of luggage, comfort, just the ease of use, things like heated grips, silly things like that. When you come off a modern classic that doesn't have anything like that, you come onto one of these adventure bikes and it's a different world entirely. Also coming from a naked bike to a faired bike with a nice touring screen. As you'll see, we changed these touring screens to ripped off the factory model. We popped on the Givi aftermarket version, which is fantastic. So that's kind of why we did it. And the other reason is next summer, we're hoping to tour around Europe. We're going to the ABR on these as well. We'll do a video when we get to ABR. And of course, with all the luggage options, you can get so much camping gear on. So last year, if you see our ABR video, you would have seen that we took the caravan. But this year, we're taking the bikes and tents. Just hope we get another glorious summer like this year's been.
I've got to say, I'm really looking forward to going to ABR next year on the bikes. It was our first time last year, so we didn't know what to expect. Didn't know what was there, what equipment you need. So yeah, as Mark said, we took caravan, stayed in that, very nice. That's on one of our other videos that you can see. But this time we're going to go on the bikes. We've got a couple of new tents to try out, slightly bigger than our normal overnight camping tents, just to give us a little bit more room, as we're going to be there all weekends, long weekends. So exciting times, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. We went for 4-man tents this time, and it's amazing that they pack down. They're from Decathlon. They pack down, and you can easily fit them on an adventure bike. Just strap the pillion seat, just tucked up against your top box. That's not going anywhere. They are big.
So as Mark was saying, yeah, we had the modern classics before. I had the T120. Absolutely superb bike, lovely to ride, and amazing sound as well, I've got to say. I just got to the point where I wanted more out of a bike. I'd never done a tour before, and as great as it was, again, I just wanted more out of the bike. And with the luggage capabilities on the adventure bikes, just caters for everything. So I've got no regrets whatsoever coming away from a T120, as much as I loved it. And probably one day I'll have another one as a second or a third bike, but the adventure bike is definitely made a big smile on my face when I go out now.
Yeah, I was. We obviously tried these bikes out at the ADR this year, and I still wasn't sure. I still really liked my Speedmaster at the time.
Took you a while to decide, didn't it?
It did take me a while to sort of catch along and do it, although in my heart of hearts I knew that it was the right thing to do. It was just parking with a bike I absolutely loved. So of course, on the Speedmaster, if you're familiar with the Speedmaster, you can't really hoon it into bends. Not that we ride like that anyway. But you do have to be mindful. It's a low ground clearance. You do have to be careful. So of course, coming onto something like this, all of a sudden I can start taking bends, and it's been an absolute game changer. So a bike like this will help your riding skills no end. Whereas a Speedmaster is a fantastic bike. If you're thinking of getting one, do it. Same as Mark, if I could have kept it, if I could have financed it, I would have kept it. And one day I may get one as a second or third bike. I would be more than happy to have one. But touring and learning to really ride the bends and things, it's not for that. It's a cruiser, it's a gentleman's cruiser. But yeah, what a different one. I'm glad I made the change.
Mark and I went out and we tried a few out, and unfortunately a little bit vertically challenged, so I'm 5'7". So trying out the Tiger 1200, I have to say, once you're going, it's not a problem at all, but when I stop, I am right on the tops of my toes, and I just found it too much. It's in perfect conditions, it's never ever going to be a problem, but as we all know, we don't ride in perfect conditions. You just going into a very uneven car park, gravel car park, can make a big difference with your footing, and I'd have never been comfortable, I don't think, on something that big. So we also tried out the BMW 1300s, and for me that was brilliant in the sense that it had the automatic suspension that took it down so you could reach the ground really quick, and it has the quick version, so you if you were in an emergency stop scenario, it would drop down instantly. So it was definitely a contender, but getting back on my T120 after riding the BMW, I thought I just love the feel of a Triumph. So I thought, do you know what, I want to try the 900 GT Pro, the Tiger, and from a footing point of view, no problems whatsoever. So that was really good, and then once I started riding it, I just realised I must be a Triumph man, because it just felt right for me, and that was a no-brainer. It wasn't very long after that I'd placed my order for a new one. So that's my story on getting down the adventure route.
Yes, couldn't agree with more. It was the same for me. We've got the low seat options at 900 at the moment. You can adjust it slightly higher. It's a manual adjustment. I rode the Tiger 1200 twice. I've ridden it, loved it, but again, it's very high. It's quite top heavy. Whereas I rode the BMW GS8, which was great. It's like I said, it's got the automatic suspension lowering, so as soon as you hit around 30 mile an hour, it starts to drop, and you can put your feet down. But again, I just think we're Triumph guys. As good as the BMW GS range is, and it's, as we all know, everybody loves the GS. It was Triumph all the way for me. I just like the feel of it. The quality is equal to, if not, for me personally, my own personal opinion, is slightly better than BMW, if I think. And the handling, it's all about the feels at the end of the day. The Tiger is an agile beast. Get a nice little throaty roar from these ones. There is the bike.
We haven't seen many bikers out today, Mark, have we?
No. So what do I like about the Tiger 990? Well, simple things please me, and this quick shifter is just a dream. On a modern classic, you don't get used to this. Getting on this thing, well, 1200 as well, having a quick shifter is a game changer. Fantastic.
They are slick on these bikes, I have to say.
They are smooth as. If you time it just right, get the technique spot on, you won't even feel you change gear. What's your favourite option on these adventure bikes, Mark?
I have to say it's the comfort with the power. I find this a great bike to be able to. I flick this about a bit more like my sports bikes I used to have. I feel super confident on it, which inspires good riding. You know, it's
Yes.
you can't help but just go with it and enjoy it. So
I agree.
yeah, I mean, having all the toys on it, like the heated seats and grips, like you said, is that is superb.
We always, when we were looking at adventure bikes, we always thought, oh, we've got to have a 1200 because our modern classics were 1200. But honestly,
We had a big hang up on that, didn't we?
We did. And of course, it increased the cost phenomenally. But honestly, this 900 triple, I think it's an 883 cc, it's fantastic. And it's quick. Very quick. Quick enough for me.
So you've got no regrets then, Mark, for going down the adventure route?
Not now. But as I say, it took me, I was weeks behind you, was I? 2 or 3 weeks behind you on the decision making. And I happened to have a week off work when I finally pulled the trigger, but I had to really seriously think about it because I love my Speedmaster. I tried to think of ways, could I do both bikes? Could I finance both? And even when I bought it and picked it up and rode it for a couple of weeks, I was still unsure that I'd done the right thing. And then as I sort of bonded with the bike, I realised that, yeah, this is leagues apart. The comfort, the fact that I'm not being blown around in the cold. You know, you don't get cold. Just the handling. The handling is, I mean, the Speedmaster is a very quick bike, and for what it is, it does handle quite well. But this is light years apart. It's just a different animal. So yes, I have done the right thing. And when we go further afield to the Alps next year, I've been more than happy. Pick the right bike.
I think these bikes, one of the main things is you get on them and you feel like you could ride it all day comfortably without any issues whatsoever, where literally 2 hours on the T120 and my bum was numb.
Yeah, it was time to get off, wasn't it? And that was with, we bought some M&MRides Apex shorts, padded shorts, but I don't need them on this Tiger, not at all. I haven't worn them since I had the bike. I'll tell you, I wore them once and realised I didn't need them. But on the Speedmaster, as comfortable as that bike is, or the riding position is, you don't have to get a number after about 2.5 hours.
2026 is a good year. We've got our we're going to go down to Triumph in Wales. We booked up at the bike show back in November to go and do the off-road training, so that's quite exciting in itself. And then in June we're off on our tour, which will take us down through France to the French Alps, looking to finish our ride at Val d'Isère, which is one of my favourite snowboarding resorts. Been there many times, and so looking forward to going back in the summer when there's no snow, and doing all the switchbacks on the bikes up the mountains. That's really something I'm very excited about doing. So
yes, I'm looking forward to experiencing some of these French roads that I keep being told about. It's just pure, flat, glassy blacktop. Can't wait. If you don't live in this country, the UK, you've probably heard every other moto blogger complain about it, but our roads are terrible. Full of holes. It's just not good at all. So I really want to try some decent roads and had the confidence to sort of, you know, oh, we're stopping. Have that confidence to be able to ride on the road and sling it into the bends, and sensibly, of course, and not have to worry about potholes or slippery white lines.
And then to finish off, we've got the ABR. So we've got over sort of May, June, July. We've got some really exciting things to go to. And that's without any of our little camping trips that we do as well. So
absolutely.
Keep an eye on us, because we'll keep feeding you the vids and update you where we are, what we're doing.
Yeah, so apology, there's been a gap in videos as well. It's just purely weather. It's been awful. Been thinking about doing some indoor reviews, but yeah, this weather's been atrocious. So we're back out, we're filming. We'll try and keep these more regular.
We've been very poor. We've enjoyed the cold nights in instead, drinking beer all down the pub. So yeah, we need to get our finger out and make a bit more effort to get our videos out there.
Certainly do. The pub is where we come up with our crazy ideas. So
I love the way you justify it. Excellent.
That's where just about any idea has come from. Drinking bourbon, coming up with stupid ideas.
We'll talk to you also at some point. We'll do a little video on the bike show at the NEC, and we bought some, or ordered should I say, some ultimate in-ears for riding with the dual drivers, and today is our first ride out with them, trying them out, and it is unbelievably good in the way that they deliver. Not only do you only need the volume down virtually at the lowest point to hear each other, but the noise cancelling it does from a wind point of view, you know, you just feel fresh as when you stop and take them out. It has been a game changer, I would say.
Oh, definitely. So if you've got a Cardo, we use the Cardo pack torque inch, and we use the JBL headphones that insert into your helmet. They're great, but yeah, as Mark says, the in-ears are very challenging. Cuts my voice down, and there's no going, what was that? Sorry, say that again. There's none of that.
Well, I upgraded my JBL. Standards come with 40 mils. I upgraded them to the 45s that Cardo do. There was definitely an improvement, but then you're still having to wear earplugs to obviously protect your ears from the wind noise. And the other thing we've found is by having speakers in your helmet, as good as they are, and I've got no complaints. I was very happy with them. When you're recording, you can actually hear the bleed from the speakers because you need them up loud because you've got in-ear plugs for the wind noise, and you're fighting against each other. But with the ultimate ears, that eliminates all those problems because all you're hearing is into the ear. The mic is not getting no bleed from that, so it makes it the perfect setup.
Definitely. So next year, if you do go to my Motorcycle Live in Birmingham, search out the Ultimate Ears stand, and I don't know if they'll do it next year, but this year they took our impressions for free, so we didn't have to pay the £50 to go to a local centre to have your impressions taken. And once they're taken, they stay on record, so you can have as many sets of these as you want. So it's definitely worth getting that extra £50 off if you go and see them at MCL.
Yeah, they're a good team of guys there. Made the whole process very seamless.
It was quick, yeah, and there were queues of people, and they were quick. It's a bit weird having your ear filled full of silicone or whatever it is they use. It's a bit odd. So I left my JBL speakers in my helmet just in case, but now we've tested these out today, I will be removing those this afternoon to give my ears a little bit more space.
Yeah, I actually took mine out last night, ready to give them a fair test, and I'd have been a bit disappointed if there was problems because then I had no backup. But I had faith in them. I knew they were going to be good. The reviews were excellent. I felt having the double drivers, because I like to listen to a bit of music as well when I'm on my own, and so I felt the extra payment for that was worthwhile. And I have to say the sound quality is brilliant. Lovely deep bass if you want it. I do like a bit of bass, so I have my settings a little bit more favoured that way, but I will say that the voice sounds is very good. So
it's crystal, isn't it? Absolute crystal.
I just love the fact that you know the volumes are down so low, but you can hear so well. You can still hear the throb of the Tiger exhaust. Yeah, got a lovely tone.
That's got a bit of a roar to it, I have to say. I thought I'd missed the parallel twin sound of our old bikes, but this is different, but it's certainly got a roar to it. It's almost like you can hear, I guess because it's a triple, it's almost like you can hear the twin in it. Give you that throatiness. Yeah, it's a great sound, especially for a stock factory fit as well. And it'll be fine.
So we've just come through Clare, lovely little village.
Yes, we do like Clare.
That's my right way.
Lovely place. Keep stopping.